With the 21st pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Keon Johnson from the University of Tennessee.
It's not only good on Rocky Top, this dude can pretty much jump over Rocky Top. A 48-inch vertical leap. He set a combine record for 48 inches. Now, there's still certainly some things to work on, but in his freshman season playing for Rick Barnes of Tennessee, averaged 11 points per game. But he's been used to dunking for a while. Dunked for the first time as a 7th grader, and that certainly wouldn't be the last time. His mom was a 2-time All-SEC player at Auburn, so certainly has a great family background for basketball as well. And as mentioned, the thing that everyone was buzzing about with Keon, that vertical leap, which was remarkable, and even 4 feet, shot under 30% from 3, but we know he can get up.
He is beyond a freak athlete. Explosive doesn't cover it. He's explosive plus. Explosive and then some, and relies a great deal on that athleticism, both on offense and defense. He's a downhill driver that gets fouled a lot. He shot over 100 free throws. He can spin to his right hand. He's got a nice pull-up game, a little bit of a mid-range shot, a turnaround jumper, but he's really a tough defender and a very good rebounder for his size. The issue, he's a non-shooter right now. He shoots under 30% from 3. Still raw offensively, a little bit turnover prone, but that athleticism, he was the best available player, and he is too athletic to turn down here. They don't make athletes like Keon Johnson very often.
I think this is one of the steals of the draft so far. I really do. I had Keon Johnson rated just outside the top 10, and it's not just the explosiveness, right? It's the motor. This kid plays incredibly hard defensively as a cutter, getting out in transition, crashing the offensive and defensive glass. I think it's a really good fit, honestly, because if he went too high and there was too much pressure on him to create his own offense, he's just not there yet with that, right? So now he can go to New York, he can play off of other established players, be a cutter, be a slasher, like you said, a downhill driver, and long term, he has an incredibly high upside.
The only thing I'm mad about with your boxes is that you could have put culture or marriage, because it's a perfect marriage with him and Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau don't care about guys knocking down shots. Why? Because he's a defensive-minded coach. And so when you add this young kid to this roster, the way that the Knicks have been with their player development, you just look at guys like Julius Randle, the way he's developed through the years. Tom Thibodeau is going to find a way to get this kid minutes. He has no choice. With a 48-inch vertical and a high motor, he's going to play.
This New York team, among the last 20 years, only one team had overachieved relative to their expectations via the metrics. But once again, the Knicks fans hoping to see guys selected here that will wind up in Madison Square Garden might not happen. Woj, what do you got?
Knicks are moving back again. They've traded number 21 to the Los Angeles Clippers. The Knicks will get the 25th pick tonight. They'll get a 2024 second-round pick from the Clippers via the Detroit Pistons. And this was a chance for the Clippers to move up and get that terrific young guard from Tennessee, Keon Johnson.
So now going to the Clippers. Talked about the marriage there. What about the marriage with the Clippers?
I want to talk about my marriage with Woj, because, in the production meeting this morning, Woj said, hey, it's not going to be a lot of action, and all I've been seeing is a lot of Woj bombs tonight. Me and Woj got to have a conversation after this is over.
Well, he's right there.
Yeah, we'll talk later.
Okay. Lakers are going to make the pick, and as a reminder, this pick also on the move. It's going to Washington.
With the 22nd pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Isaiah Jackson from the University of Kentucky.
So Isaiah Jackson, the first Kentucky player taken tonight. He averaged 8.5 points, about 6.5 rebounds. He only took a couple of three-pointers, but he did lead the SEC with over 2.5 blocks per game. He was a teammate of LaMelo Ball. He credits the Incredible Hulk for keeping his emotions in check, and multiple block shots in 18 of the 25 games that he played for John Calipari. This is the 12th straight draft in which a Kentucky player has gone in the first round. That is the longest streak in the common draft era, which started in 1966. What does Isaiah Jackson bring to Washington?
Well, this continues our freak athlete portion of the draft. He's 6'10", he's got a 7'3" wingspan, and he's a pogo stick athlete. He can run, obviously he can jump, he's a lob threat. He's also a shot blocker that averages 5 blocks per 40 minutes. He had 8 blocks in a game against Kansas earlier this year. That's the most by a Kentucky player since Willie Cauley-Stein did it, I think back in 2013 or whatever it was. But he's an offensive glass cleaner, goes to the offensive glass and can finish plays. He's got to improve his offensive game, but he's got good feet. A very talented athlete that's got a lot of upside potential, can guard multiple positions on the defensive end. So he's going to be very good given some more time.
Quickest second jump I've ever seen. You said pogo stick athlete. His ability to get off the floor is second to none in this draft. He's a long-term guy, okay? You're looking down the road. What is he going to be in 2-3 years when his body fills out? But you get a guy at the top like Corey Kispert who can really shoot the ball and then who can play right away, and now you take a swing on a long-term guy. I think it makes a lot of sense.
So the Houston Rockets are on the clock. We'd said earlier tonight they hadn't made a first-round pick since 2015, but they've got a lot of them. They've already made one. They've traded for another, and they've got 2 in a row coming up here at 23 and 24. Davion Mitchell will join us coming up, former Baylor star who's drafted by Sacramento tonight.
I put my soul in this, my blood, my fears, oh yeah. Trying to level up.